We'll see about this. Oop, put that on there. Alright. Give me one sec here. We're going to make sure everything's working just exactly right. Looks like you got a bunch of peeps hanging out already. Good to see you guys. Hang on. Alright, let's rock and roll. Looks like we got Todd, Dazia, Booze Fighter, Connor, Drew, Greek Productions, Matthew Lowe, what up? Wayne Grave. Oh, Salty's in the house. He found me. Connor, what's happening? How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. Looks like we got a lot of chat about the the Alaska here, I believe. We got Crizzy, Christian, Dave Gray, Bugs B. Yeah, so they kind of give us a little bit of a teaser here. Maybe I'll read the thing here in a second. But if you haven't heard yet, they kind of insinuated that legendary tier, at least the start of it's coming relatively soon, so that'll be interesting. Got Lucasfilm, Daniel, Owen, Parth, JC's in the house. Grafspy is a tribute to Tactic. Yeah, maybe we can bust it out. I'm sure Tactic plays that ship a lot more than I do, so I don't think I can pay tribute to him. Got Victor, Saber, Albert's in the house here. What up? Jace. May 9 patch. Interesting. Beat Jabreed. Stylo's in the house. What's happening, Dylan? Let's check it out. I don't think we really have too much of an agenda today. You guys can kind of let me know what you want to see. Maybe we can try the graph speed to get things going. Admiralty. So I'm getting pretty close to... I got 1,000 coins now. I'm getting pretty close to... I think I'm trying to decide between the Minx and the Ismail. Oh, here it is right here. 9 March. We're gonna assume that's how you spell May in Russian, since I'm not completely retarded. Which may be a surprise to some people. All right, thanks for the tip there. If you guys didn't know that, you can go to the Admiralty tab and get that. But 1,000 coins so far. I could get the Ismail, which I actually like the ship. We've seen a couple videos this week. Mints, though, I mean, getting a little bit of camo on there. You guys know my build. Pretty much a gunboat. Usually what I recommend doing in these Admiralties is getting the insignias and the promotion orders as kind of a priority. And then, if you have any left over, go for the camos because they're pretty rare. Got Brian, Sam, Baka, Chadaka. Sam Baka, the doctor. What's up, Bill? Arizona? Yeah, I was busting Arizona last night, if you guys didn't see that video this morning. I haven't played it for a long time, so I was gonna see how it's running these days. I was actually gonna check my build. I remembered when I was making that video. I wanted to see it. I do have steering gears. Okay. I don't know. Let's check the 12.4. That's not that great. It's got a really good turning circle, but it's slow as shit, so maybe we can bust that one out too. Win 9 games to get the May 9 patch. Is that what the... Oh, it's a little mini campaign? Okay. That makes sense. That's pretty good. So obviously we got 1 week left of this little mini campaign, Oleg here. They didn't give us the ship this time. Normally they give us the campaign ship to preview, but I think because it's a little goofball. What is this thing? I think it's like one of those Bogatars, which I really did not like that in 2 or 3 games I played that one. But after that, then we're going to have an update, and I wasn't really sure what was going to be coming in the update. Is the next update going to include legendary ships? I don't know. I'm not gonna put all my eggs into believing that, because what you got to remember with these early access updates are, like, this next update starting a week from Monday is technically when the Soviet battleships are released. So a lot of players, probably the majority of players, don't have any of them, just because they didn't really get too many crates from the campaigns and didn't get lucky. So we know for sure those are coming. What else? I mean, is this legendary thing going to be another test? I can read the announcement to you guys if you want. Hey, Werman, what's happening? Ace. Didn't know there was a push start mechanic? Yeah. Like I said, it's not widely known, but it is effective. I'll read you the announcement here. Most of you guys probably already read this, but... So they put this in our community contributor Discord in the NDA section. So maybe I'll get sanctioned for reading this. But then like 2 seconds later, they posted it for everyone. So I'm sitting there like, damn, they finally gave us a little bit of insider info. And then that was dog shit. Let's see what it says, though. The legends are coming. Legendary ships, old and new, are making a comeback. As the ultimate war machines, these ships will take you a significant amount of time to unlock. But fear not. You'll be able to do this at your own pace, and there are no time limits! And yes, this is the USS Alaska. More details on May 11th. Stay tuned. So that's Monday, right? Yeah, today's Saturday. Yeah, Monday. So maybe they'll give us the whole patch notes on Monday. I don't know. That surprised me. But normally, initially they came out on Friday before the patch. Now they've been coming out on Thursday. But anyway, so it looks like you're going to be able to grind these out. People were asking in my comments whether I thought they'd be like premium ships. I don't think so. I mean, maybe there'll be a premium legendary here and there, but I hope not, to be honest with you. I want them all to be grindable ships, so maybe someone will actually have to have more than 10 games to get one of those. Jawad's in the house. Most played ship? I think it's probably still the Warspite. Tips for the guys now? Yeah. None that I can briefly lay out. You can pen BBs with the Alaska. Yeah, the Alaska, from what I've been hearing... I've never played the PC, but I've watched some of the good players on that, and it seems like the ultimate cruiser killer. I think it's like a really strong Baltimore with better armor, basically. What accents that meant to be, I don't know. Double secret probation. Watch some reviews of the Alaska. She's beastly. Yeah. What's up, Ben? Hey, Fury's in the house. Yeah, so I don't think we're going to be spending this green XP on it, but I think it's going to be... This is all my guess. Obviously, they don't tell me anything, but I think it's just going to be like the high-end tech tree ships. But, you know, who knows how long the grind's going to be. It'll be long to start with, then everyone will whine and cry in the Facebook page, and then they'll shorten it. What do I think about the Cossack? Well, we know that one's coming out on Monday. I should have a review maybe Monday night, if I get time to dive into it, otherwise Tuesday. That's one where people are looking at it on PC and then seeing it's been changed here and then saying it's shit before it comes out, which I always recommend holding off your opinions until you actually either play it, or if you don't want to buy it before seeing it, at least see our version of it in action. It's kind of hard to judge because, you know, this game is much different than the PC version. What's up, Mopar? How you doing? Storage ship. Yeah, that'll be interesting. I mean, we haven't had a new British destroyer in a while. Why don't we warm up with the the Arizona here? Go for ranked one. I don't know if I haven't actually had time to play too much ranked. I initially started out playing in a division, and then that did not go well. We had no success. But I almost never play in a division, so it's not my mentality. Then I played a few more games on my own and got to level 4. 36 million credits, is that what they're saying the legendaries are going to be? 3.4 conceal, wow, that would be insane. Specs are bad. Yeah, I don't know. Well, like, I started playing World of Warships not long before the Italians came out. Or not World of Warships, World of Tanks. And so I was getting to be semi-competent at the game. But then all the players that have been playing for 5-10 years, however long they've been playing, they saw the Italians on paper and just said, these tanks suck, and then none of them wanted to play them. And I took them out, and I'm like, damn, I can get these things to really hum, you know? I like them. And so I was having some of my best games in those things. But the pro players, the really good players, were like, oh, these things are bullshit. So, I don't know. I would just recommend giving everything a whirl if you can. I mean, if it's a premium and you're not interested, then I get it. Oh. Let's see what this old boy's doing right here. We got a log on a Mutsuki. What? 2 hits, 0 damage. Looking on the map, I mean, that's a little bit steeper than 45, but I mean, that kind of goes to show you right there. If he's just a little more broadside, we would have really dinged him up. 2 penetrations. I mean, they were probably turret penetrations. Usually those will read as pens on your screen, but not actually do any damage, obviously. Oh, fuck. Guy keeps dropping right before I can shoot him. So that would be my guess. Maybe we hit the turrets, but still, you know, yet another example of the necessity of angling. Is Yamato coming back? I would assume so. I mean, well, that's the other thing I forgot to mention. There's a picture on this thing of the Alaska, and then in the picture there's a big 3. So people are speculating maybe it'll be 3 ships to start with, or I didn't see any. I didn't have enough time to look for any follow-up from Wargaming. Can you guys just spot this fucking guy so I can kill him? I didn't have time to look at any posts or anything about it. Jesus. Alright, let's get the plane up, see if we can spot him. Clearly, we're not going to get any help here. Oh, yeah, you want to fucking shoot me? Let's do it. Anyway, maybe so I mean, yeah, I would assume Yamato, because that one we've already tested. We know it's in the game, in terms of assets. Is this guy going to just walk in and blast me here? Double destroyers. A couple, Skyprilia and Eutekaridia. I don't know who these people are. Well, this is going to be a shitty game. Come on, dude. I can only get 2 guns on this guy is the main problem. Looks like he's actually trying to torp that dude, which is surprising. Look at this dude. Are you gonna...
The ship is on fire.
Alright, well the problem is we gotta turn away from these destroyers. The Ismail's gonna have a broadside shot for sure. We'll see where that other Peter is located. But right about here, yeah, we're within their torp range for sure. Gramiyashi has 8, I think. Oh, you fucking thing. Yeah, I got 3 hits. About 2.5, not great. Wow. Why are we not dead? Okay, I don't understand what happened. This guy is just getting his shit kicked in. Dude, shoot the fucking destroyers while you're still alive. He's shooting a battleship. This is already... Normally it takes a few games to get really hosed. Take care of that guy at least.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. Off to a great start.
Yeah, that guy got out of there minimal damage. Look at this squad on the west. We got 5 guys. All of them are behind the cab. Well, not all of them, but... Hopefully it's not one of those days. Oh, Marblehead, yeah. It's not a bad idea. So I'm still kind of expecting one of these Grammys to pop out of here. The guy, for all we know, the guy might be here. I mean, this guy's for sure spotting me. Oh, yep, here he comes. Hello, Governor. Oh. He's almost not really worth shooting at if he's like that angle right there. You're gonna do 2-3K damage. Why is this guy just sitting here in the open? That, on the other hand, we can actually damage. Possibly quite severely if we hit that. Look out! Oop. Now this guy's pulling forward as soon as we clear the gap here. I mean, it says on the score that we're kicking the shit out of him. It doesn't feel like it over here, but play like a nice now. Yeah, we can try and bust it out. I am putting some points in hide to using as inspiration on my Russian battleship guy and potentially other lines. But I do want to eventually move him into the commander's seat. I don't think I can leave over here yet. I might have to take these destroyers out. The problem is these two are both about to die. This guy's getting spotted for the battleship. So me leaving here, I'm just kind of conceding this point. These guys still have not managed to capture A. I don't know why. Keep the noobs out of legendary tier, yes. Exactly. I mean, you know, we want the new players to have access to a lot of stuff, but they already do. I mean, we want some part of the game for experienced players. And presumably this is kind of like end game type content for this game, so. Oh, wow, he torped him. That's embarrassing. So I want to actually push into this guy. It's a little ballsy, but I think I can take him. The problem is this battleship down here will have access to the broadside. We have to kind of angle towards this. Well, he's going to pull out like that. I guess we don't. But we should be expecting torps are en route right now. This guy has no respect whatsoever. Much to his chagrin. So I'll launch the plane here. We're going to swing the guns. Torp should be here any second.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Pretty easy to see. We're probably going to take at least one. But it was worth it to me to take that damage to basically make this destroyer a one-shot. You can see my team is starting to die a little bit. Oh, this is a bit of an issue here. This is Ismail that close. I can't do what I was initially planning on doing anymore. So we might actually get fucked up now. I can't remember what the Gremmy's reload is, but it's probably not too bad. Yeah. Is this guy going broadside? I'd almost be fine taking the ram here. The guy is still not captured A. This is incredible. I mean, I got more health than this guy, so it's not a great trade. But the destroyer is a one-shot, basically. This guy's actually moving into C to capture it. This fucking Nimrod over here is not going to capture the base. This is way closer than it should be. Horrible fucking decision making over here. It bugs the fuck out of me. This guy needs to pull forward to shoot a ship. He can shoot for 10-15 more seconds. Horrible fucking play. Anyway, I think that'll be a win. So I wasn't too concerned about trading that ship there. Have you heard anything on the Mighty Mo? No, but we can assume. I mean, let's assume this 3 on the picture does indicate 3 ships to start with. I mean, this is going to be... It's probably still kind of in a pseudo-test phase. And it's possible we're even going to be back into another test. We'll see what they say on Monday. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're going to have 3 of them now, and they're going to be testing how that dynamic will work. The main problem with Legendary Tier, for anyone that wasn't around when we did the Yamato test, is... basically they were allocating how many times you could play it per day, but like everybody wanted to play the 3 games of Yamato they could per day. So like half the people playing the game were playing that ship, and it was how they kept the matchmaking from blowing up was like the preference for the matchmaking was to put the Yamato, I think it was 1 per side in a tier 7 match. So it would be 5 tier 7s. No, 6 tier 7s and 1 Yamato versus 6 and 1. And then any extra Yamatos that were backed up in the queue, they would just put that in a 4v4, all Yamatos. Which was fine, and everyone should have understood it was just a test. And that mechanic was just to clear the queue, so tier 7 didn't get blown up. But then everyone was whining and crying about they didn't like the 4v4, so they got rid of that. And then so the only available option was to put them in tier 7s, which really fucked up the whole thing. Like every game was 2 players or 3 players versus 3 players or something like that. It was just completely ridiculous. It surprised me they would do it, because if you thought about it for 2 seconds, you realized the 4v4 was a queue clearing mechanic that was built in for a specific purpose. But they deliberately took that off and blew up tier 7 for like 3 or 4 weeks. Just because people were whining about it. So if you're going to whine online, just be careful. You might get what you asked for. Thought we weren't getting Mo because Sony didn't want it in the game. Why wouldn't Sony want it? It's possible. I haven't heard anything about it. You get reported on PC for hanging back like that. Let's we'll take them in the order we receive. Why don't we do the Grauspee, and then I'll try and remember Gdansk now. Grauspee is a goofy ship. I just don't have it set up, which is part of my... I don't like to play ships I don't have a good setup for. Let's see if because it's a cruiser, so you need a cruiser, or you don't need a cruiser commander, but... Alright, whatever. We'll just play it. Maybe someday I'll put some points into Lucians, get them up to like 11, and make them just for this ship. Very significant time to earn. Tells me the Howard barrier of entry. Yeah, which is good in my opinion. The problem is, again, getting back to the whining online. People are gonna bitch and moan that just started the game, and then they're gonna bend to the the pressure. Yeah, we'll get to the Marblehead too. The first request was Graf Spee, and then I was still in the mood to play Arizona from last night. Alright, what do we got here? Tier 5, couple Tier 4s. No destroyers, interesting. Oh, we got a Tier 3 on our team. Thumbs up, Chief. Mueller's good on the speed. You could probably have a fine build. I just don't... If I recall, the turret traverse is the main problem on this ship, and... It just has different requirements than the other cruisers, so... That's why I wanted to get Norm Scott set up for my American light cruisers, and now I'm working on Einstein for the heavy ones. It's just different needs, you know. Oh, here we go. Fuck. No, didn't get it through. Fuck. Oh, there's a garage speed right there. I had some asshat on my channel the other day. He's like, it's Spay. I think he watched my old Grashby review. I'm like, according to the Germans I talked to, it's Spee. And then he's like, you stupid American, you don't know how to do anything. And he's got like some English name. I don't know if he was from the UK or New Zealand or around here or what, but... Yeah, I just don't have the mentality to play this thing. I always end up playing it like a battleship and then I get wrecked 2 seconds. Come on. What the fuck? Alright, this fucking dude over here that spawned over here bailed. Look at my entire team's clustered up right in front of the base. Oh, why would I be surprised at this point in time? At least they're mainly shooting this Congo. Why am I not hitting this thing? There we go. Triffa! Hey, Mike, what's happening? Do we got delay today? I believe so. I don't think I changed it. You could test it. Let's see, right about now. See what happens. Whoa. Oh, yeah, these are German guns, aren't they? Take a shot at this guy. Looks like he's trying to mind his own business. As soon as that Congo dies, we're kind of fucked because our entire team is nowhere to be seen. Oh. Apparently that first Citadel wasn't enough for him. Shot one in the middle and then one kind of at that back end in case he starts to back up, which I assume he's probably going to do. What the fuck, man? Oh. Oh, I can't believe this team's getting its ass kicked. It's really surprising. Hey, Devil Dog, what's happening? Man, Mueller shoots like Dewey. This game will be over by the time I can even get rid of this thing. Looks like he's bouncing them when we hits the hull, so maybe we need to just superstructure this thing. If you get one pen and two bounces and you're shooting kind of at the nose, you should assume the bounces are taking place on the sides and one of them drifted up, so you might as well just shoot up. Same deal there. I think we got the one hit on the superstructure, one bounce on the side. This thing can't fucking aim for shit. What's up, Tickle Fight? Usually I don't think German dispersion is that bad. Usually I think it is that bad. Kind of frustrated. Jesus. This guy still wants some. That's fine, we'll get to you. See if you shoot an AP or HE. AP, he's really trying to get me up. Let's see how that works for you. That guy is the problem. Fuck. I have to take one shot. He's about to be blocked here, so I'm just mainly angling until he can't shoot me. I don't know if he... Maybe if I turn now, I'll still get one off. I gotta take these guys out while they're broadside. That Grashby is the main one we have to be angling towards, though. Where is he? So this Kirov is actually a pretty dangerous ship when it comes to AP. Broadside here, I don't want to be doing that, but that Grashby can kill me at one shot at any time. It's unfortunate. Now I got this fucking Peters involved too, Jesus. Well, let's see how these guys are doing. Full health. 3/4 health. Running Atago on the Biscuit? Yeah, absolutely. No, the Atago Commander, if you got it out of those, the Azure Lane crates. I got it on Japanese, I think British, German, the Biscuit itself. Well, yeah, I guess they're European, but there's only the Biscuit. And I've been experimenting with it on the trash can in the Leningrad. Let's see. Pixelation. Yeah, I'm seeing this little thing here. Let me just see what's going on. Yeah, I got no drop frames on mine. I think it's because it's YouTube reporting the stream health problem. So I think maybe... Let's see. Yeah, it's on a delay, so if you get in, just mute it. If you could recommend one tier 6 premium. Let's take a look. I don't know, the hood's kind of climbing up my ranks. The Boise's good. Ashitaka. Nelson's kind of interesting. Scharnhorst is probably the tier 6 that most people would recommend. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I can do. My stream going through my computer into the internet has zero problems. But yeah, somewhere between me and YouTube, YouTube is saying stream health is okay, so viewers may be experiencing minor issues. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that, to be honest with you. Thinking about buying the kid, and yeah, it's a good kid. It's a good ship. Why don't we play the Marblehead, and then maybe we can bust out a kid game. Watched a game with 2 kids. It made you feel sad for the other team. You refuse to spend game hiding behind an island. Yeah, I mean that's. I wouldn't look at it that way. Someone sent me a message like 2 or 3 weeks into the life of this game where it was a game on Estuary where I was playing the middle position, which used to be a good position, just bombing on the guy, and I burned him to death. And he sent me a message saying I suck or whatever. He's like, get out. I was in a, some lightly armored cruiser, and he was in a battleship. He's like, get out in the open and face me like a man or something. I was like, all right. Well, we'll keep it out. I'll play one more game here. If the stream's still having health, maybe I'll start and stop it quick to see if that fixes it. But again, I don't think there's anything I can really do. Might just be YouTube having a lot of traffic because it's the weekend or something. Myoko Turk versus horrible. Yeah, that's kind of the one downside of that ship. Everything else about it, though, is pretty damn good. Emily.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. All stations,
Turned in. Alright. So we're in a tier 5 game, obviously. A lot of ships that can blow us up. I mean, in my mind, if you're saying you don't want to play behind cover, it's like telling someone that's in a gun battle to not, like, hide behind a fence and shoot over that. You should just be standing out in the open, not using the cover that's available. It's an option. I wouldn't say it's probably the best option. I mean, like right now, every ship on this team can one-shot me. Except for probably the 2 destroyers, whatever they are. Unless it's a hot neck or something. So, I mean, it's just kind of not the best play to not use cover. Like right now, basically no one can spot me, so instead of trading damage where I have less HP, less health, less armor, this guy would kill me very quickly if I'm trading shots with him. So why would I want to do that? Like, Exhibit A, this guy might end the game right here. Oh, I thought he was broadside. Oh, he's turning. We're gonna hold that shot and just let him turn. Oh. Come on, keep turning. Fuck. Man, this guy's got a fucking hard on for killing me. Not a big fan, apparently. That's alright. So right there, I actually should have stayed behind cover. I was kind of looking at something. Oops. Usually, people ask me why I zoom out a lot. I mean, you don't want to stay zoomed in when you're shooting someone because there's a lot going on behind them that you want to kind of keep an eye on. And if you can see shots coming in, you can kind of react to them and dodge them. If you're just zoomed in down the field, you can't see anything. Like right now, I gotta be looking for shots over there. I gotta keep an eye out for shots for this guy. Yeah, like I mean, this pentacle is trying to kill me now, so probably just gonna stop shooting, go dark here, reposition. Nice shot. Someone fucked him up. Looks like it was this Peter. On hot next to monster, yeah. It's kind of a ridiculous ship, but if you can get in the right situation with it. Let's go ahead and steal the Peter's kill. What a... That guy took him from like basically full health to no health. We're gonna swoop in and save the day. You're welcome. Can we play the Bismarck? Possibly. Interested to see the review of Cossack? Full secondary build. Why, doesn't have good secondaries? Alright, so... I'm trying to decide if we should just go over here and help them. I mean, we're up on points, but we're going to lose on points. The problem is you always want to evaluate, can I do more by helping these guys? They're all 3 full health, which is both a good thing and a kind of a red flag at the same time. I guess I can get into B, kill the DD, and be in a position to support. Oh, here's our Dunkirk again. Maybe I'll just try and... I was gonna say, as long as I'm not spotted, I should just try and burn him down, but... Now the DD's back. Oh. Wait a second. I don't think it was. Maybe the Fubuki was there when he spotted me. Wow, that Normandy just got fucked up. I really don't want to push here because now I'm moving into a crossfire with this cruiser that we just saw shots coming in that way. I'm kind of locked in here though at the moment. This guy really needs to get off his fucking ass. I know he's got a decent aim, so... Yov can absolutely fuck me up. Gonna switch to AP. We're gonna assume he's gonna try and turn and torp right here. So get ready for this. Fuck. Got him off, but maybe we... Oh, I dodged too. That sucks. Come on. There we go. He did not get the torps off. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I don't know what happened there. To be honest with you. So DD's not on the cap, we can see because we're capturing it. Hopefully this guy's smart enough to actually capture it. We're going to move into C, stop that. We need to stop the bleeding from the points. I think we can win this game at this point. If this Peter can stay alive long enough. There it is. This guy's not staying on the cap. Or is he? So we're not being detected by this guy. He's outside the blue ring. I'm not going to get detected until we flip this. We need to stop the bleeding here. This team is not disposed to try and win this game, apparently. Like, the Peter's set up broadside on this guy if he ever engages him. Oh, here he comes. And if I have to get off this cap to kill the destroyer, by the way, that will not be a problem. But now I should be blocked from this thing. Oh. So we just... See what happened there? The number was on the screen, then it dropped, and now it's back up. That means he switched to torp view, torped, and then now retargeted me. Now he's doing the same thing. Either... That time he's probably just looking around, but... That first time is a strong indicator that we just got torped. Shit, I should not have turned out. There we go. So yet another another advantage for that ingenious perk. I've talked about that on my Sims videos before, but it's not one a lot of people know about. And again, it was when you're targeted like this, and they got ingenious, that's when the number pops up. If I switch to torp view, it's not, the number goes off the screen at that point in time. He's no longer technically targeted. Because I think the perk, either it says it explicitly or it's programmed that way. It's, you're being targeted by the main guns, not by the player. Alright, so now we should have just stopped the bleeding here. We can assume he's behind here since we're not getting spotted. I can also fire and test that. Alright, so he's not behind that island because we just got spotted. We actually have pretty good concealment on the ship. But as long as he's... We're just going to change course. I want to help out with this thing if I can. As long as I'm changing my course around, he shouldn't be able to torp me that easily. What the fuck? And by the way, the stream health is no longer orange, so hopefully the stuttering or whatever you guys were seeing earlier is gone. Let me know if that's not the case. Man, that Dunkirk goes backwards fast. It's like the Iowa's wet dream. Whoa, torp's all the way over there. Alright, so he's clearly not going for me. Which is interesting. There we go, he's dead. Prince Eugen's fantastic. Yeah, I don't know, I haven't, Oh, he damage gone. Not quite close to getting that yet. I think I'm at about 350 in terms of XP. So I just unlocked the Monarch and then they released that one shortly thereafter. What do we got? Spartan in the house? Hey, what's happening? You're looking for salt? Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. The first game was a little salty. Hasn't been overbearing yet. So that was a look at the Marblehead. Not a bad game for that one. But you can see the difference between when we were down. I think we were down one cap to 3 earlier. And by focusing on getting those caps, the Leander did get B, which was good. And then we got C and D. And now, obviously, this guy, he doesn't have enough time. He's got a minute, so we cannot possibly lose. The only way he could do it is if he torped this guy, blew him up with a magazine, torped this guy, and then gunned me down. You know. But had we not bothered to get the caps and he ran away like this, we could very easily lose the game, so, which is pathetic. Feel like cruisers are the class that relies most on teammates? No. I mean, in a way. And by the way, I'm not chasing this guy. We know he's not in front of us because the blue circle's below the edge of the map. So, if he was where we're trying to go, we know he would be here, or we would know it by now. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cruisers are kind of team dependent, but pretty much all the classes are team dependent. I mean, destroyers, you spot for them, then you're depending on your team to actually shoot at the shit you're spotting. A lot of times they can't even handle that. You also you depend on them for backup, you know, unless you sail off really close to the enemy team, in which case you're going to get blasted. But if you're hanging back kind of close to your team, you're relying on your team to actually shoot the shit that's targeting you when you get spotted. Battleship, you know, I mean, every class has its needs. Yeah, it's pretty convincing. Alright, what else were we looking for? Do I have the alpha ships? Yeah, I got G101 and what is it? Texas. Do I have any Hall of Fame records on the Discord? I can't imagine I would. Where's the records on Discord? I didn't even know there was one. Let me take a look. Yeah, I don't even see a section for it. I have no idea what you're talking about. But no, I mean, the high damage games I heard were like, a while ago I heard like 270 in a Megami or something, which is a lot more than I've done. Alright, Spartan, thanks for hanging. See ya. I mean, cruisers have the highest damage output in the game, you know. I mean, if you can stay alive in them, you can. That's how you can pump out the damage. But, you know, I mean, if your battleships are reversing rather than playing actively in the game, then everyone's going to shoot at you instead, and you'll get killed very quickly. So, as a cruiser player, you kind of need the DDs to spot so you can use your cover. And you need your battleships to tank so everyone doesn't kill you. Yeah, what do we want here? What sounds good? World of Warships Discord. Yeah, I just briefly scanned through it. I didn't see any sections for it. How do I feel about Vine versus Trubitskoy? I mean, we can take a look at him. Troops is guaranteed, whereas Vine's just an influence, so. Reduce incoming damage. That happens every single time they hit you, you know. Whereas Vine, it just decreases the chance of them hitting you to begin with. So I mean, you can make a case for either. If you're not getting hit, then there's no damage to decrease. But this thing isn't a force field. You're still going to get hit. So I don't know. I mean, I like them both. But the only destroyers I've really tested them out on, I think, are the Russians, and this one obviously is the British, so I don't know. Oh yeah, kid. Good call. It's gonna pop a chew, but yeah, let's do it. Have I put Von Hipper on the Scharnhorst? I mean, like, when it first came out. I don't recommend Von Hipper right now. I still think someday the secondaries on those ships will be a lot better, in which case we can start talking, but currently they're just not strong enough, in my opinion, to justify any sort of attention. What's up, Heck? Jacob? Play some Matago? Yeah, that's never a bad idea. Stafford, what's happening? Oh, you like the skin? So does the stream look like it's running better now? Anyone that was having trouble earlier? Again, I think it was just a blip on YouTube that maybe they had to throttle some traffic or something. Gidnievi. Maz Benson, Nuremberg, we gotta be aware of. DeGrasse. Hyde's the best German BB. Yeah, I kind of why I didn't. I made a decision about 2 months ago, 3 months ago maybe. Should I max Celiacs or put a bunch of points into Hyde? And I thought I could max Celiacs, get some functional German battleship commanders going for less bang, because I had them like level 12 to begin with. But now I kind of wish I would have not making that decision, because I do want to use Hyde as an inspiration anyways, and I think he's better for the German battleships. Stream's better? Okay, good. Alright, so we always want to check our support ships on B. I mean, it's not imperative that you take this right off the bat, if you can. I mean, a lot of people like to ignore B on this map, which is fine. It's very accessible from the flanks, so if you can't get in here safely, it's not worth trying to die here. But you do have to know if your support ships are going to be helping you or not, especially if you're a DD pushing in. So we're just going to get in here, turn around. If we have to run. Probably outspot Gdnievi. Well, for sure Gdnievi, probably Benson. I have double concealment on my American. Maz would probably spot us first, which would be an issue. Anyone else think Kutuzov and JB were in the game? No. I mean, a huge percentage of people that play those ships are really bad, so. Yeah, so you have no support here, but straight up, we might be able to. I mean, I got a heal, he doesn't. Nope. I'm like waiting on my reload. Thank you, Illinois boy. I'll check that in a second here. Yeah, see, we're getting shot from multiple ships. It's always kind of the risk of playing B. Good. A little Jerry Garcia going there. Another tip for blind firing, take a look on explosions. Oh, fuck. I forgot to mention that in the video. But if he's in the smoke, for instance, and you're zoomed in and you see explosions, just keep aiming on those. Do we know Vladivostok will be released a week from Monday? Yes. Thank you, Illinois boy. Appreciate that. Yeah, so a week from Monday, the battleships are fully released. And, you know, you'll be able to just grind out tier 3 through 7 like you would normally any other line. Gotta go, Mopar. Alright, thanks for hanging out. Ooh, he go!
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
So now the DDs are dead on their team. We've actually done our job. So we're going to do our secondary job. Get on A, try and put some pressure on that. That's about the best case scenario for the kit, though. If you can kill all the DD, you're put on planet Earth to kill destroyers. That's what you're there for. If you can cap, good. I mean, if you can harass other ships. I used my smoke by accident, if you're wondering why. Well, no, I think I did that on purpose. Normally when I try and heal on this ship, I hit the wrong consumable, but thinking back, I think I did deploy that just to disengage from the Benson a little bit. We can also spot in the ship, but I mean, these guys are all being spotted right now. I can spot this other cruiser that's back here. Buying on BBs is an instant concept. I think it's sound. I think it's actually a good inspiration on everyone. I just haven't tested it. And for inspirations, it's always cost-benefit analysis. The cost being what you're giving up, or I guess opportunity cost maybe is more applicable. Let's see if he... I think he's going to turn out of those, because he's got to turn to avoid this island, but it's just worth getting those down. Just in case he holds course. Kid, the reason a lot of people don't like this ship that buy it, or it only has one torp launcher, it's very long reload. Whatever the distance is, it's not very long. So, people that are more traditional destroyer players don't like this one as much. It's more of a gunboat. Kind of akin to the Soviets, but not quite the same. Ooh, fuck.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Alright, we'll take it. I kind of need these guys to shoot the cruisers. Obviously, they don't believe in that kind of shit. So without a smoke, it's not really worth our time to open up in front of Nuremberg or de Grasse. Both of which can fuck us up, and a Fuso to throw in a little bit more danger. So at the moment, we're just kind of hoping they kill some of these cruisers. You can see what they're shooting at, though. Typical cruiser player, just going to try and burn the battleship down. That's like the destroyers that are totally focused on torping battleships. Everyone's obsessed with killing battleships. I don't understand it. If you can kill the battleships last, you'll win most games. Oh, shit. This guy's actually getting a little too close for comfort. Not only is he going to spot us manually, but he's got that sonar that we're not going to be able to disengage from. This guy needs to get the fuck away from me, please. Oh, why with the map this big? Yeah. The AP going on this thing. As long as he's broadside, we can tear him to shreds with the shit. Ooh, fuck. I'm a little less afraid of the de Grasse. The Nuremberg's main threat for destroyers is the killer sonar. We could go for a crack in here if we wanted to. If this guy's gonna do what he's doing. The problem is, to go for the Kraken, I gotta play a little recklessly. Obviously, we're gonna go for it, but my best way to do it is shoot this guy in the Citadel with AP. To do... Oh, fuck. To do that, I have to get fairly close, so... And I have no smokes. Alright, well, let's look at the kit. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you can tell it's a pretty decent ship. I didn't put that higher in my tier 6 rank preview just because I was a little concerned about it getting radared by, like, Mazes. How much you bet Alaska will be 1.5 million grain XP? I don't think it will. They made it sound like you can grind it out. I think it, from the 2 or 3 lines they gave us, it sounds like legendary tier is essentially just going to be tier 8. And it's going to be Alaska's tier 9 on PC. Yamato tier 10, obviously. So I was talking about this in my last William Sims member video, where we were kind of speculating about the future. And I wasn't sure, or we were kind of discussing whether the legendary tier would just be tier 10, in which case maybe they'd add another tier 8, the equivalent of tier 9 on PC. But at least from the early indications, it looks like tier 9 and 10 are going to be kind of wrapped up into one super tier. So we're going to essentially have 8 tiers on this game. Again, this is speculation, but it's kind of informed speculation. But it looks like 8 tiers is probably going to be what we're going to wind up with, and legendary tier, quote unquote, will be the tier 8. Alright. Can you show Captain of Asashio? Well, I got the goofball Halloween one, so I don't know if that'll help you much. But this is the build I was talking about earlier, or someone mentioned they used a Tago Bay. I mean, any destroyer that's kind of focused on torps. What I was using prior to moving that one up is Tanaka. Essentially the same build. If you don't have this, you can use double concealment. If you don't have double concealment, you can use... what would be a good one? Potentially Tierwit for the reload / engine protection. Vian would be another good option. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, no. Kind of sucks for me to talk about destroyer builds right now. All my destroyer, well, not Bay, but a lot of them are kind of special edition commanders that a lot of people don't have. Yeah, Vian Bay would be a good build, I think. I'd probably go with that one. Or Tierwit. YouTube never notifies you. Well, I mean, you can go... I think they changed it recently where once you subscribe, you have to, like, click the bell and then you can turn on notifications just for that channel. And I don't know if the default is set for that. So if you're not getting the notifications, click the bell under the video and see what it says for your settings. You might be able to adjust that. Oh yeah, Devil Dog's super testers. So there are people out there that know a lot more than we do, obviously. But yeah, they got a non-disclosure agreement. Like the super testers have a non-disclosure agreement for certain info, but they don't give us any info in that ever. Like I don't learn anything about this shit before anyone else does, so. And like I was joking at the start of the stream, they actually put the fucking announcement about the legendary tier in the non-disclosure agreement section. And then 2 seconds later released it to everyone else. So it's like, if you were really by the rules type of a guy, you'd be like, oh shit, I'm one of the 20 or 10 people that can't possibly talk about this shit, you know? Not that I'm going to complain about the community contributor program, because it's pretty helpful. What are we in the mood for here? Why don't we bust out some Russians? How about a little, yeah, I still gotta grind 1 or 2 more games on this. Why don't we bust this guy out? So here's the build I'm working on here. Got Nelson up to 10, Hyde up to 11. I consider 11 kind of functional. So that's where I'm trying to get those 2 up to for now, because I got other builds that I got to work on. But at that level, the inspirations become pretty useful. Brawler, every shot that I got within my range, I can basically hit with this build. Traverse speed. This one I was going to look at. Damage con duration. Thing about this, I haven't run out of damage cons more than maybe once or twice, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I don't need 2 extra ones. But the reload time reduction is nice. I don't know, though. I might have to keep thinking about that one. Anyway, let's try this guy. Oh, the Budione. Non-disclosure. What did I say? Want to see a premium tier 7 DD? That would not surprise me. I'm assuming we're going to have a new campaign ship coming up soon. But yeah, that's the one thing we haven't seen. Budione is a good ship. Yeah, that one's a beast. Brawler build for USSR. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Amagi? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Cunningham worth it? I mean, I deliberately set up this build without him on it to test it. And I don't need it. I don't think you need it on this. I don't think it would hurt you. You know, what Cunningham does is tighten up the groupings, so... Boy, начинается! Here we go! You know, it's not a bad thing ever, but... I'm going full durability, and so far I've been enjoying it. And again, my inspirations aren't balls to the wall yet. They're getting better. Basically, when I was shooting the videos for this line, they were like level 6, both of them, so... You run Cunningham anyways? Yeah, I mean, it's just going to make your guns more deadly, which is never a bad thing. But yeah, I don't think you need it, Devil Dog. I mean, once you get really long range, then your shots aren't that accurate, but supposedly they're never going to be. Alright. So we were assuming there's something like just on the inside there. Cruiser destroyer. Let's see if I get away with this or not. I'm trying to get behind. I want to use this island as cover for my left if I can. So these guys obviously are trying to fuck me up. Oh, what are you doing here? Be fine just firing the front 2 guns if we can spot this thing. Like, basically right now, I think my back 2 guns would be blocked on most shots into this gap, but if I can sight that Miyoko. Because you got to remember, just using my front 2 guns, that's 66% firepower. Which is still pretty decent. Yeah, exactly. Beyond 11 kilometers. I don't find it personally to be that wonky until at least 12. Jesus. But that's kind of the philosophy behind my build as a whole. Like, supposedly the guns aren't going to work long range anyways, so why set them up for that? And I got a lot of feedback about Galler in my last video where I asked specifically for it. And they were saying it kind of extends your range a couple kilometers, which is fine. But at max range, whatever your build is, it's still going to be pretty wonky. Leanda, hardly Noah. So yeah, I'm taking a risk with this Gneiss now. He could kill me if he wants to. Never a good thing. Oh, he's aiming at me too. Fuck. What a dick. Yeah, we're a little too centrally located here. Look at their entire fucking team is just surrounding me. Got to primarily angle towards this Gneiss now, though. He's the one that can really fuck me up. Could have been a lot worse. Damn it. As soon as I fired it, said blocked. Oh, and it wasn't even blocked. The game's just messing with me. And then he beached, so I missed anyways. Alright, this is not working out very well at all. Motherfucker. Now the threat to my left is gone, so I can actually back up at least. Get rid of him. Fuso shooting HE, that's not a problem. Fuck. Just gonna move back and see if this guy pulls forward. Oh, looks like he's going back. So like, here's a 14-kilometer shot. We can test it just for shits and giggles. That's actually not that bad looking. Yeah, okay, so 0 hits. That's kind of what you're going to expect at the long range. Volltreffer? If you're asking me to say shit in other languages, it's going to get... That's like the thing in the world I'm least skilled at. This guy is moving forward. So my front guns are out again. I don't mind the black one getting blocked. Even though the back one looked like it went through the island, that's a visual glitch. But we got a decent shot on him there, kind of punish him. Belfast start and stop very slow, so you got time to take that shot. Again, we had to kind of push forward into the enemy's center of attention, which isn't good. But taking that guy down by about 50% is always a good option. What the fuck are these guys doing back here? Jesus. If you see a battleship that's getting fucked up on your team, like, try and move in front of them, take their place, change who's... Because usually the enemy will shoot at whoever's closest to them. So rather than sacrifice me, which is what they're doing, and I get it, you know, they think I'm just some scrubby random as well, just like I think they're scrubby randoms. But battleships trade places, you know, cycle through who's taking the damage. Fuck. It'll help you actually win the game instead of just sitting back there buffing your Dewey till it can be buffed no more. Kind of annoying. Like, this game, this enemy is all broadside over here. Why they're still alive, I have no idea. If you look on the map, every single ship that was over here is broadside. These guys are... Alright. Colorado's gone. This guy's still shooting HE at me. If he's got AP loaded, I'm fucked. He does. Shit. Wow. I'm trying to get over to B and cap that since I don't trust my team whatsoever. Alright. So we got the heal off, which is good. If I can get over here undetected, we'll actually get some crossfire too, which would be nice. Shit. Oh, here's our old boy. He's turning out. We're gonna aim up a bit. Oh, I turned pretty hard. Fuck you. This guy loaded in. He's like, all I'm gonna do is shoot the scene up. Looks like our Salt team is actually coming to life. This guy doesn't like my work either. Jesus. Not a lot of fans out there today. If I can just sit here undetected for a minute, capture this, I think we would probably seal up the win. Get that back gun going at least. There we go. I mean, this isn't going to be a high damage game. I think in terms of tanking, though, if we survive this, it's 100% a Dreadnought. You know, if we can capture this, I think we've performed our role fairly well. But yeah, maybe I got to cover that in an actual video. Trading spots with the BBs. The problem is, to cover shit, normally I like to have footage of it happening, and it's very hard to find randoms trading who's absorbing the damage, because normally they'll just sit in the back doing nothing. But if you are being the further ship back on your team is not necessarily the worst thing. If you're in position to be doing shit, if you're actively contributing, fine. That's not inherently a bad play. But then move forward in front of the guy that's getting burned down, getting shot, getting focused. Keep him alive. Let him get a heal or two off. Disengage. You know, taking the shots of the enemy is part of your job as a battleship, which is why the guys that are way in the back are not doing their job very well. When are they going to come out with aircraft carriers? I would say probably never. They don't want to because they would ruin the game. The game is too small for them. You're going to be... Imagine being permanently spotted the entire time. Imagine removing destroyers as a class, an effective class from the game. Imagine getting bombed by people that you cannot defend yourself from. This is what you're constantly asking for. Everyone that keeps asking for the carriers. After 4 or 5 years on PC, they can still not balance the class. They have not figured out how to make it effective, make it fun. But everyone keeps asking, so they'll probably put them in at some point, and then if the game blows up or not, we'll see. Jesus. So yeah, there we go. I mean, that was a 12-kilometer shot, I think, and we couldn't even hit that. So, I mean, if they can make the aircraft carriers fun and balanced, then I would have no problem doing it. I've never played the PC. So when I talk about it, I'm just relying on the people that I trust from PC. But they universally don't like them, or almost always don't like them. And I think subs are just about to come out on PC. We'll see if those are more balanced. Maybe that would be more likely than carriers at this point. I don't know. We'll see.
Alle Stationen brauche Feuerunterstützung.
There you are. Better check what this thing's doing. Their entire team has been broadside the entire game, at least on this flank. Very bold strategy, Cotton. This guy might be trying to torp. I don't know what the Mayoka's torp range is. It's either 10 or 11. There you go. Man, these guys are all low. Alright. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the carriers. I mean, at some point in the game, they'll probably show up. But it's... I think they came out like 2-3 weeks ago saying they're not going to happen anytime soon. What? No idea how that guy survived that. Apparently I missed. That wasn't that long of a shot though, I didn't think. That'll be right at the bell if we get him. Yeah. So, again, and there's the dreadnought we were talking about. But yeah, long range, I mean, you're just not going to be reliably hitting shit with these, but I don't think that changes much even with the accuracy builds. So in my mind, just play in medium range, embrace it, no problems. I mean, that was a lot of damage we tanked. I wish it would say potential damage. I don't think it does anywhere, does it? No. Good ship, though. And we finished grinding it, which is perfect. Take this off. Ready to go for Monday. Or wait, a week from Monday. So fun and exciting to sit back and do nothing. Yeah, I don't personally understand the draw either, but what do you guys want to see? Let's get some ideas. Yeah, it's a good point, Labor Peasant. I mean, when you're new at the game, you're kind of grinding up lines. You might hate something or like something, and then as you actually improve, you might find your taste change. Like the Congo, when I was new, I couldn't hit shit with that ship, and now I think it's actually pretty fun tier 4. I mean, part of it's, you know, the commanders get better. Like the American battleships, I hated because I had Dewey the entire time. Back before they changed the commander crate rules. You have 320 elite XP and CNOP. Yeah, I mean it's a fun ship for sure. I think it's a pretty strong. I don't looking up and down the battleship line here. I don't really see any duds. Nuremberg. Ooh, Molotov. Martel. Biscuit. Oh yeah, Amagi. Bismarck. We got one suggestion I really like, the Amagi, and one I don't like, the Bismarck. Okay, let's try and keep these in mind. Maybe I should write down these, or write these down. Now, when we do Amagi, then I'll try and remember Bismarck. I'll set it up so I'm likely. And then maybe Martel. Mikasa, I don't have that one. What's my most played ship? I think it's still the worst, but... Monarch. Yexus. Devil Dog was asking about the Alpha. We could bust out the Texas Alpha. Oh, do I still hate the Texas? Not quite as much as I used to. I still don't love it. I mean, my Sims is still only level 11. He keeps getting to the top of my list. You know, I kind of planned on my commander builds. And then by the time he gets up there, I'm like, I want to try something else. And then I bump him back down a couple months. It's like the sweet spot for destroyers, level 12, because that's when your concealment's maxed. Sweet spot for battleships, level 14. That's when your dispersion, at least the actually builds, that's when your dispersion is cut down the most. We got a Magi, okay, Iowa, Vanguard, Tirpitz, a lot of battleships. Just one destroyer. Yeah, let's try and start off fairly fluid and see what happens. I think some people ask for Bismarck just to troll me. It's not my favorite ship by any means, but it's not like it's horrible. I just don't particularly care for it. I don't know if I turned out too soon or what. Oh, here we go. Bombs away! Lord Touch Me, 5695. Only 11. Consider yourself lucky, you landlubber. Oh, you ran into Bun Bun? Nice. Yeah, she's a pretty damn good battleship player. Excuse me, why are the fuck are you shooting at me? Pardon. Alright. This guy's refusing to stop going broadside, which I love. He's stubborn. He's determined to find out once and for all, does going broadside on a battleship work or not? Let's solve that riddle, Trebek. Oh my god. How was that not a kill? Half the tier 7 BBs are just meh. I don't know. They all got their highlights and lowlights. Alright, looks like he died. I'm not surprised. Oh, come on, baby. Max range on this, it's not as bad as Nagato max range, but it's a little wonky at times. Which is probably how it should be. But since they announced the legendary ships, we'll see how far away we are at actually getting them, but now might be a time to start thinking about maxing your Yamato Commander, Alaska, if you're going to put Norm Scott or Einstein or Kincaid. Start thinking about those builds. I mean, if they kind of give us the info and it's not going to be for another 6 months, you don't have to start worrying about the build then, obviously, but let's say they're coming in the next update cycle. So like 6 weeks from now, well, might start, you know, might be time to start getting those commanders up and running. Here we go. Alle Stationen, don't worry about it, my boy. Oh, that guy is fucked. Nice suicide torp run there. He's even got the added benefit of getting those towards me. I actually have to dodge these, which sucks. Alright, he got him. I was gonna say, because that brings my guns off this guy. I want to get rid of him while we had him spotted. But he almost had a twofer there with the torp launch, which if you can ever get those, they're hard to set up, but if you can get them, they're nice. Is it the real Spartan? I think so. All indicators suggest yes. Goodbye. Alright, broadside Iowa. Another tried and true tier 7 tactic. Fake. Spartacus. Yeah, everyone stand up. I'm Spartan. Look at this fucking setup, man. I've never seen... Everyone on their team is on both wings. Look at the fucking setup, man. This is the worst. Alright, never mind. Yeah, you could technically click on his name and see if it took him to the Spartans channel or someone else's. Jesus, will you fucking guys move? Bismarck, the ultimate sniping ship. I can see why he's sitting in the back doing nothing, but the rest of them. Yeah, now we're getting a little centrally located, which is a problem, but I'm guessing that this battleship over here has got his, you know, attention occupied. Kind of risky, though. You don't necessarily want to be moving this centrally. What is this thing over here? Turpits. I mean, I'm not worried about a Turpits at max range. I don't think I'm in his range to begin with, but...
Attention. Reporting a target's position.
Reporting the position. Oh, that was the Prince. I aimed him like he was the King George. Oops. Kutuzov, on the other hand, could be an issue. Fuck you. Yeah, this guy's about to get fucked up. You better angle there, Chief. Oh, he is. Angled so we shoot up, still get a decent salvo on him. I guess I gotta kill this Turpits first to get my team to get the balls to deal with this thing. Otherwise this Kutuzov is just gonna burn me to a crisp. And these guys are just shitting the bed. I don't know if you guys can smell it through the stream, but through my TV, just rancid shit smell. Horrible. Out on the high seas, you smell these really bad smells sometimes. It smells like fear, piss, shit, everything. But on the beach here. Fuck, I can't. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, about 15, 16. Not bad. Yeah, we're fucked now. A little too aggressive on the positioning. This fucking Spartan. Is that you? Turpit's backlining. My god. These guys should be fucking me right up, but they're not. Alright. Athens Elite 49. Oh, man. So to deal with these guys, now I have to get myself in a crossfire with this one. This is why playing centrally located like that, you don't want to do it normally. I was hoping to dissolve one of these flanks more quickly than we were able to. That Kutuzov kind of threw a wrench into the plan. That's alright. Do they see the Atlanta on the map? No, none of them do. I bet you every single ship on my team is aimed at this Prince Eugen. need to angle towards him. I need to angle towards this guy. There we go. Look at this fucking golden shower. The guy's getting shot and he's still not even paying attention to him. Athens. Alright. Now I've seen it all. We'll go ahead and assume that's not the real deal. They see me rolling, they hating. So this is the only ship I'm really worried about now in terms of pure raw damage. Yeah, the Kutuzov can burn us. Yeah, the Atlantic can golden shower all over us. Angling though, we're angling against the AP threat. Go ahead and get rid of him. Alright. You think the model will come after the Magi? I believe so. I mean, that based on the fact that we have a tier 9 announced for legendary tier 9 on the PC, and a tier 10 the Yamato, then we can assume they're going to clump 9 and 10 into that. So that logically means that since the Yamagi is the tier 8 on PC, we'll probably have one legendary tier ship on top of that, which would be the Yamato. So that would be my guess, just looking at the pieces of the puzzle. Yep. To the gulag, comrade. What? Look like a kill shot in my mind. Let's see if these guys can shoot this fucking thing. Once they kill him, I'll actually be unspotted. Then I can just bum rush this fucking thing and ram him. Looks like we're gonna get... There we go. Nice. Blind fire. Now you can actually, if you... Goes back to what we were talking about earlier. If you're watching where the explosions hit on blind fire shots, you can kind of project where the ship's moving. Like, I haven't really turned. I don't know if he left his smoke or if he's... Must have. Get over here, you pussy. Did they buff Vanguard's accuracy? I mean, that'd be a surprise to me. They never officially... It does have fucking torps. I gotta learn my ships, apparently. That makes things a little stickier. Why did I not think that thing had torps? Playing too much Belfast, I guess. Alright. Well. Now we're dead. The guys still haven't left our base. We'll assume that was a win. It's built a Lego Yamato, nice. Musashi's legendary premium, yeah. I mean, if they do legendary tier premiums, then that would certainly not surprise me. All right, Bismarck. I gotta get rid of this porcupine. Yeah, we'll leave it on. Vader, you can hide forever. I will not fight you! Alright. Well, it's come to my attention that the Kutuzov does have torps. Apparently I forgot that. No Dreadnought that time? No. I don't think we would have gotten it anyways. Well, maybe we would have. Yeah, because we were pretty low on health and we got a couple of heals in, so. Had we hit that guy with our hip-fire shot and killed him, we would have gotten it. Of course they will, yeah. What am I saying? Molotov or Leningrad? Oh, we got Braden coming in hot. Totally a win. Yeah, I don't think our team could possibly lose that one. You never know, though. Thank you, Braden. Appreciate that. Iowa Monarch, Richie, 2 John Barts, Chapaev, New Orleans. A lot of doozies here. We're just going to kind of push over here and hope the destroyer's not over here. They choked off the insignias. Well, last campaign, there was 2 mini campaigns. The first one had 4 of them, plus 1 in the rank. This one's got 4 promotion orders. Ah, the fucking destroyer is over here. Might be in the middle. No, I don't think so. Oh, it's this thing. See if any of those got on target or not. They come in spurts. Fuck. But yeah, a couple more points into Hyde and I'm going to switch him over. I think the Dispersion plus basically Celiax is same build. I'm still testing that Alley Dad thing out, see if it's worth the damn or not. Why do you got a turn? Shores. What the fuck? Is that the fucking eye? Who shot me in the Citadel? I'm confused. More so than usual. Oh, Jean Bart. I don't think the Jean Bart can hit me. God, I'm already getting fucked. How is this guy getting his shit kicked in? Alright. This is why I don't like this ship. John Boy, thanks for subbing. Fucking chop I have. Of course. I don't think that Shores has a shot. Maybe he does now. He's backing up, but Amagi sure as shit doesn't. See if we can zing this guy broadside while we got a shot at him. This Choppa is for sure gonna fuck me up. That's the one that doesn't have torp, so. Toxic Toast. Yeah. Once again, I'm too centrally located. There's nothing I can do at this point. The fuck is he doing? Shoot your fucking guns, man. My god. Just shoot the goddamn ship once. That's all I'm asking. Way too fucking difficult, isn't it? You can cut the enemy DPM in this flank down in half by shooting this fucking thing. All you gotta do is sneeze on them. You don't even need COVID.
Feueralarm! Torpedos voraus! Torpedos auf Backbord!
My god. It has torps? What are you talking about? Shapev? Better not.
Gegnerischer Kreuzer zerstört!
Guy's not looking at me. I'm gonna try and fuck this guy up. If he was nose in on me, I'd have a hard time dealing with him. I'd probably just try and ram him, but if he's gonna be broadside. Typical JB Pie. Yeah, I'm fine pushing him out if he wants to do the ring around the Rosie. If these guys are actually moving forward now, in position to shoot him. Yeah, he's... Fuck you, you goddamn bitch. He swung his guns all the way around. Alright, well, there's your weekly quota of Bismarck. Why don't we play a good ship? Let's see, what do we want to play? You guys had some good ideas earlier, didn't you? Once again, though, that was just me pushing too far forward. With the fanciful idea in my mind that my team would actually fucking move forward with me, which was bizarre thinking. I don't know why I would possibly think that. There are torps in this fucking thing, too. These are actually 8-kilometer torps. You gotta know your ships. Alright. Well, we're gonna learn the hard way that those things have torps, because... So why he didn't torp me, I don't know. He probably was waiting to launch them. That's why he's broadside. Yeah, why don't we bust out a destroyer? Someone had the biscuit earlier. Try that one. Martel, Texas? Yes, yes. Alright, alright. I'll try and keep those ones in mind. Now the Vanguard. Oh, what's the first one? The Amagi's not mediocre, in my opinion. It's not quite as good as it was out of the box, but... Still, they didn't kill that ship. I'll be interested to see how it runs when you get Takagi up to 14. I don't have any of my XC commanders, except for Cunningham up to 14 plus. Molotov, yeah. A lot of good ideas. I haven't done a destroyer yet today, though. I figured we'll do one of these, then we'll... Staloviska Boyova! You said it, man. Oh, Leningrad. Yeah, we could do that one. A lot of good options. Alright, what do we got? Benson. I think we can take a Benson in most instances. This is kind of a weird map to spot on because all these middle islands, at least this flank over here. It's hard to get lines on people sometimes, but usually this low section right here, for instance, you can see over it, the battleships. So yeah, there we can spot him. Once we go past this little zone that we just did, that little ridge, then we drop him, of course, but... I'm just looking at my two battleships sitting there broadside in the back doing God knows what. Oh, God, I'm already overextended. I'm pretty sure the destroyer is over here, which is this thing. You can see the twisted track swinging to that side, which suggests to me it might be in the area. So if you can stay kind of close to these battleships, number one will be protecting them from the torps, but number two, if these guys aren't completely retarded, they might actually shoot the destroyer when we spot them. You out of here, Jeffrey? Alright, see ya, man. Oh, it's a Fiji. That's even worse. That's a major problem. HE out of the New Mexico. So we know this guy's a fucking scrub. So right now the Fiji's in the smoke. I don't... Oops. See, no one can spot us because he's in the smoke. So if we can get a fire on this guy, that'd be a bonus. Because we got a flood. It's not ticking up, so we know he damage con. American damage con reloads a little bit... Or... The actual duration of it's a little bit longer than average, so it takes a little bit for you to be able to start a fire. But that's basically a permanent fire he can't deal with. There he spotted us from that gap. Just mainly keeping an eye on the Fiji, see if he pokes out. That'd be a major problem. Alright, New Mexico. Got him with the HE round. Nice shot. So if I want to be really cheeky, I could go in here and proxy spot this guy. Meaning if he's shot, he's got the smoke fire penalty. Problem is I don't think he's got much spotting help over here, so I don't know if he's going to keep shooting or not. And as soon as that smoke dissipates, which could be any second now, I'll probably be within his sight range if I push too hard into him. We can tell he's still there. Oh, there he is. Oh, so now we're doing exactly what I was just talking about. We're spotting him from a smoke fire penalty. Okay. Smoke just died down. That's what happened there. This thing can fuck me up though, so I'm not gonna keep shooting at him. Yeah, we'll dodge those. That's fine. Like, I am not the ship to deal with this thing. You gotta recognize that as whatever ship you're in. And you're like, I can't really deal with the Fiji very well. That thing can fuck me up very quickly. Unless he runs into my torps. But, like, that's what this guy needs to be doing. Rather than beaching and shooting HE at whatever the fuck he's doing. Maybe he did shoot at him. Maybe I'm being too hard on this New Mexico. Actually smoke here and trying to help this guy's trying to torp our battleship here, so I mean his mile's about to go down anyways. Alright. That sucks. That was a waste of a smoke. Unless this guy pulls around, then we can shoot him. Looks like he's gonna do that. Come on. Might as well use this while we got it for 30 more seconds. Because we have torps on him, I'm going to stop shooting at him. Usually when you're shooting at a ship, they'll start looking around to see what's going on. If he sees a destroyer over here, might decide to take evasive maneuvers. What the fuck is that? My neighbor using his blower or something. Alright, got a flood there. Might as well shoot at him. Here's another example. We're not really needed to be spotting right now. I mean, now that he dropped, we can go back to spotting. But if someone else is going to spot your ship anyways, you might as well use the island. Take those free shots. I guess we don't want to play too fast and loose here. If we can get them to kill the shores, maybe getting on the cap might be the right play right now. I mean, our team is playing extremely passively. Yeah, Arizona I think we started with. You'll be able to check the replay out like an hour after it's done streaming. I think it should be fully uploaded. See if we can take this guy out since he seems inclined to stay on straight lines. Oh shit. But like, my battleship's sitting in the back. They should be able to deal with the Fiji. They should be able to deal with the shores. The problem is, if they don't, then I'm going to put myself in the middle of those two, which could be a problem. Oh, shit. Alright. Yeah, this guy's got radar. Like, if he figures out I'm this close to him, he could fuck me up pretty quickly. Take a little bit of a risk here. Some AP on him, see if that works. Yep. There we go. So that should be the game. Now they can't really prevent me from getting on the cap. They got one battleship going back, of course, but whether he'll be able to stop me with my quick reload. Otago torps, I doubt it. There we go. You always want to be measuring how close to our base are they. We got 2 guys in our base, so they can't start actively capping it. Now, they do have a dude in their base, which changes it a little bit. I can effectively nuke this guy to the ground, though, if he doesn't get support. But then the problem with doing that is I'm taking a risk at this point. By committing to killing this guy and putting pressure on their cap, I'm leaving these scrubs in my base to defend themselves from these guys. Now, they're both very low. And these guys aren't. I mean, we got one battleship I can't even see so far back. But theoretically, they could kill all those ships, get on the cap, and then I couldn't go back to reset it quick enough. So I'm going to attempt to get on this guy's broadside before we get on the cap. I want to shoot him in the sides if possible. Once you get on the cap, of course, if he's paying attention whatsoever, he'll notice that you're in the area. I don't know what he's doing. He's like starting and stopping. If he backs up, I can't hit him with the torps from this angle anyways. So at this point in time, I'm not too concerned about him knowing I'm in the hood. Plus, he might react by going forward, which I think that second salvo is kind of designed to account for that. "21 fires with the Otago." Nice. I think that first salvo might actually hit him because he's been backing up at a consistent speed. So it said it was 7.9 at the time. Oh god, just at the edge. So he probably wasn't quite up to full speed backing up yet when we launched. Putting it on there for just a second. Looks like he's not really slowing down. I'm gonna... If I was him, I would kick it into forward gear, so I'm gonna count for him to slow down and begin to go forward. But he might actually back himself right out of this cab. And if these guys can't spot him, which I don't think any of them can, every single shot he takes, I'm getting points for. And now we just got to keep an eye on his guns. As soon as his guns turn my way, then we're just going to pop the smoke. He's got 4 fires. And a flood, buddy. This guy is about as fucked as he can possibly get. Now he damage Condor. That was brutal. There we go. 125 with the biscuit, not too bad. What do I like, the Martel more than the Baltimore? I do. Papa, thanks for subbing. Yeah, that was pretty solid. Gotta love a good biscuit game. Alright, let me get a refill in the water. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Give me some more ideas. I'm still planning on doing Martel. Alright. Hippa! Oh, Texas. Texas Molotov Martel. Yeah, we could try the Texas. Haven't played that guy for a while. Yamamoto with Madden, and Kuznetsov on Otago. I mean, that's an option. The main drawback from not running Macau, in my opinion, is the much slower turret traverse. I've really noticed it on, like, the Mayoko. But all of them, it's a bit of an issue. I don't know. Until I got Diatago, the Azure Lane gal, leveled up, I thought Macau was the better pick myself, but if you want Yamato, you gotta get a Magi now. Yeah, I mean, you'll probably have to grind through the full tech tree and then go from there. What do we got? New York, Iron Duke, Peter, Laga. Pretty much all tier 4s, just one tier 3.
Action stations.
Kind of a tight spawn over here for a battleship. Yeah, Madden Zinstein is an inspiration. Like, I think if you have him really high level, he's probably decent. But I have him at like a level 11, and you get a little bit better on the reload and a little bit better on the traverse, but neither of them are really worth a huge amount of consideration, in my opinion. Maybe some people disagree with me. It probably depends which ship you're talking about specifically. Alright, what are we doing here? Oop. Overturned our guns there. Oh, shit. Look out. Bullseye, baby! Ooh!
Target penetrated.
Dead? Yeah, we got 3 destroyers. I should probably not be moving up this aggressively. What's the difference between Texas Alpha? Well, this was a reward for the alpha testers that played a lot during the alpha phase. You had the G101 alpha, which that came out around Christmas time. It's just the G101. There's a mini campaign. Whoop. Let's get this pod shot at. There we go. Can I turn or not? Ooh. 2K, not too bad. There we, ooh, the pod got fucked up. Oh, there's 2 pods. Look at this little bastard. The V-170 is a hard ship to hit for, like, any ship, but a battleship, not the easiest. If it's gonna go on a straight line, it makes it a little bit easier. Oh, now he turns. Still got him 1. Oh, Emily. Iron Duke, you bastard. Turned under those. Gotta keep an eye on these destroyers. Cruisers should be shooting them, but of course they're shooting battleships. Trying to burn down a full health New York or shoot the fucking destroyer 2 feet from me. What would I do in that situation? I have no idea. Yeah, same ship, it's just the camo. As far as I know. Yeah, this is probably the most rare ship in the game. Nobody wants to shoot this thing.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
What are you doing? See if he's moving or not. Looked like he's going about a quarter, but I figured he'd take off. Nope.
All stations requesting fire on the
The entire fucking team wants to shoot battleships. Shoot the fucking destroyers, guys. Alright.
target penetrated.
Iron Duke's not gonna let it drop. I guess we gotta deal with him. I'd like to get this Emily. It's just kind of sitting there, but... Alright. Let's see if that works. Don't try and put lipstick in a pig. No, I mean, that's usually what you want to do is maximize your ship's strengths. I mean, it's not a bad strategy. Occasionally, though, like, taking a little bit of, putting a little shine on something that's a bit of an issue for your ship doesn't hurt either.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Now this guy's shooting AP at the battleships. Fuck. This fucking cruiser just got us killed, I think.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Scary Eyes is his name. More like scary gameplay. Weekend players, yeah, not much you can do about it. At least the V-170 is gonna fuck him up. I'm fine with that. Oh, he wasn't even trying to tort me.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Good lord.
All stations requesting fire on the
Look at his guns.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
Alright.
Our team has taken the lead.
What? I need to angle against that fucking thing. This guy is just pissing me off right now. I can't believe what he's doing. Shoot the motherfucking destroyer, you goddamn idiot.
fire on the designated target.
Jesus.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
The guy was literally 2 feet away from this guy and he wasn't fucking shooting him.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Scrub of the Day award.
Our victory.
Alright. Do you have Sims on it? Yeah, I got Sims. He's a mid-level. I was hoping to swing. I got my guns locked to the back. I was hoping to get around this position and shoot this guy before he got behind the island. Obviously not going to happen. Mutsuki gets torped by the fucking Emily. No, the pod got him. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Yeah, this guy wants round 2. Some of the shit you see out of here just blows your mind, man. It's tough to comprehend. Anyway. Yeah, Texas, I mean, it's not too bad. If you got a 9-point Dewey on it, it's kind of a dud, which is what I was kind of forced to use for the first 6 months of the game. Oh yeah, Von Essen. Yeah, I got him slated to test. So basically what it does is it increases how the game calculates your angling is 0 to 45, and it considers you 0 degrees if your target's pointed directly at the shot. So 0 to 45 is guaranteed no bounce. So if you add on, what that guy's doing is he's adding numbers to the 45. So 0 to 46, 47, 48. Just adds a few more degrees that you're guaranteed to not get a bounce, is how I'm reading that one. Hide, those of you that have him, which a lot of you guys do, he has something on the top end which kind of debuffs the, I think it's like 60 something to 90 degrees is auto bounce territory, which unless your guns are high enough caliber to overmatch the armor, your shells will bounce. He's actually lowering that number. So if you're using that Ollie Dodd perk, I guess we can take a look at it. Didn't even look at the score there, I forgot. Where is he? Yeah, so this one right here. So the minimal ricochet angle, that's, you're increasing it by 6 right now, max 8 degrees. So instead of 45, it would be 53 degrees maximum. But then let's say the auto bounce angle kicks in at, I don't know what it is off the top of my head. Let's say 65. Then it would be lowered to 61. So the steeply angled targets you're going to be less effective at. More broadside, but just slightly beginning to angle, you're going to treat them like they're not angled at all. So, interesting. I'm still experimenting with that one. I'll try them more as I get some points. Von Essen doesn't have that cap against the steep, though. It's just minimal ricochet angle. So, it's basically creating a ship that's gone from fully broadside to beginning to angle. It takes them a little bit longer where it gets into that beginning to angle territory. Pretty solid thing. I got them slated on my German cruiser build for now. Obviously, I don't have any points in them yet, but on paper, it looks pretty strong. Hopefully, more first win promotion orders. That would be really nice. Yeah, that was a boon. Yeah, what else do we have? I think we had a Molotov and a Martel. Both of which I like. Molotov, I always switch over to the AP build and then I forget to switch it back. I mean, I'm not going to switch the inspirations, obviously, but that's how I run it. What's up, Saxman? How you doing? Helps the German dispersion. Well, it shouldn't help the dispersion at all in terms of the accuracy. It's just the angle. It's allowing you to penetrate the armor more effectively, basically. Unless you're talking about something else that I missed, which... You use Vine as an inspiration on all BBs? That's interesting, yeah. I haven't tested them out on anything except for destroyers yet, but... You know, the more you can mess with other people's aim, the better. So he's a commander you could potentially put on every ship, theoretically. What's up, Yamato? How you doing? Played a Tago yet? No, not today, we haven't. Maybe we'll get to it. Moin Chinaitza! Alright, a lot of dangerous ships. We got a Grashby, got Peter, Congo, 2 Queens, and a New Mexico. Good lord. Take some AP shots, see if they go in. Shroom God, this guy might be tripping balls, we'll see. Yep. There's something we want to shoot at. Oh yeah. Do I think Cossack will be better? I have no idea. I mean, on PC it was really strong, but they changed some of what made it really strong on PC, so we'll see. I mean, the super testers that played it, they don't give any feedback normally. To us, at least. I mean, they give it to Wargaming, but Alright, I'm gonna try and get an angle on this thing if he pulls around. Oh, he's sitting there. I thought he was behind that island for some reason. Hello. Marblehead got blown up. Was that you, Stylo? I'm starting to think these French citadels are more in the front than the back. Like the IJN citadels on the cruisers usually seems like they're easier hit in the back. Middle to back. These ones I'm starting to think might be in the front more. I should see if Boots wants to make some armor views for us. Ooh, hello. I got a shot at this guy. I got a shot at this guy. They're not looking at me though right now. So it's like rattling a bird's cage. If I start shooting at them, they'll start thinking about me. I want to kill this guy first, if possible. Oh, he got the Farragut. Jesus. That's not good. Yeah, nothing there. Well, we knocked his guns out, though. Citadel or no, we fucked him up. Alright, what do I want to do here? Yeah, they're not paying attention to me still. These guys are doing alright. I want to get on B and get those points. Oh. Yeah, they can spot me. Now, if they get low or if they get angled in a way that... Like this Graf Spee, once... If he goes full broadside to me, I'll open up on him. None of these guys know they have a mini-map. Not a one of them. I mean, I could be completely fucked up right now, and I should be getting fucked up. But they don't pay me no mind. Alright, we'll just sit here and cap... Oh, I'm spotted by the plane. I was gonna say, we'll just sit here and cap. Oh, shit. Now I'm getting kind of forced to move into these battleships, which is bad. This guy's angled right at me like he wants to kill me. Chucky T518, not a fan. No, that ain't gonna work. See if we can punch his nose here. We gotta get out of here, we're gonna die. Man, these torps are worthless on this thing too. Oh, no! Shit. Yeah. Fortunately, we're about to die here, but... Oh, you... 21K, baby! You can try and fuck me up in the meantime, but... Wow! 41K and 2 salvos. That was fucking cool. This thing should kill me right now. Why is he not killing me? I guess I could have... Yeah, there we go. That was badass, man. Peter, don't show your broadside. Beer isn't dinner. Italian Navy, yeah, we'll see some of them sometime. Beer used to be my breakfast, lunch, and dinner back in the day. Yeah, I am dead, but We fucked that thing up, man. That was savage. That's for anyone who doubts the AP pen build on that. Maybe we could have done it without it, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it's solid AP, but 41k on 2 salvos. Peter just got fucked up. Alright, let's bust out the Martel. Just looking to see if I'll have time to mow tonight or not. See what the weather says. Thunderstorms. Shit. Alright. That was embarrassing. Sharnorst, possibly. Yeah, what do we got here? Looks like Martel, Iowa Monarch, Bart. A lot of danger. So what? I don't even know if I've played any French ships since the voice changeover. Yeah, Swirsky's a useful commander. I mean, the more and more inspirations that come out, the less and less ship destroyers, particularly that I'm using them on. I mean, early in the game, I was running double concealment on American cruisers. Pretty much most of the destroyers. But now that Atago's in the house, I've kind of retired Swirsky on a lot of them. USN destroyers still got them on there. I was backing up. What a fucking surprise. So yeah, zooming out, we're looking for shots coming in. I mean, you can't do that if you're zoomed in on people. How did that guy fucking dodge that? Oop. What's up, Gregory? How you doing? Super easy to take out the turrets. Yeah. I mean, the Martel, the John Bart, those are... You gotta shoot the turrets, pretty much. It's kind of the main weakness of those ships. I think I got my Rue build on this one. See if you can flank these cruisers and get some AP in them. I mean, they're already flanking themselves. They're going broadside into those two guys, so shores probably won't last too long. Yeah. Solid play. Suicide torping. Yeah, maybe it worked. I don't know. Couldn't tell if one of those hit or 3 of them. Iowa doesn't want to get his paint scratched. No, they rarely do. Dodge. You need steering gears on these French guys. You gotta dodge. Actually, can't remember if I have double steering gears. The slot 3 steering gears, you can give that up sometimes for concealment, which has built-in dispersion buff. Alright. I don't know where this fucking thing is. Oh, he is in there. This is gonna hurt. Both of us. I guess we gotta just play this back gun here. That Fiji can fuck me up really bad if I'm going broadside, so it's not worth. I can basically minimize most of his damage.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Until he does that, then he's fucked. Alright. Dead. Oh. Just gonna shoot that AP while we got it. Switch over to HE, obviously. Looks like he was trying to kill me. Oh. 4-kilometer torps. Russian BBs out a week on Monday. Yeah, that's the full release. That was an interesting. I don't know if he was shooting this guy and was way off. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat, but it looked like I was unspotted for 5-6 seconds, and then we saw some splashes right by us. Alright, we better go on to C, flip that here. We gotta be a little more responsible. We're only down a ship, but we're down massive, and lead is gonna begin to grow because they're getting A here. If I can kill this Minsk, that'd be alright.
Concentrate fire on the designated
Oh,
target.
there it is.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Which way you going, bud? Backwards. I'm actually... Oh, smoke's beginning to dissipate, I think. I was gonna say, I'm really surprised I'm getting spotted there.
Start the cruise. Affirmative.
I'm just thinking to myself if I'm responsible for that guy dying or not, but I don't think so. Now, if he nukes this guy, you could probably say I will be responsible for that. Come on, shoot the fucking guy if you want to live. He got nuked by a Minsk because he refused to shoot this guy. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? Alright. This game was unwinnable before we even started, just based on the team composition. He refuses to defend himself. What a joke that was. Don't forget to give a like. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's good advice. A lot of guys just slap like Greg's saying right when the video or the stream starts. Definitely appreciate that. Woo! Wah, wah, wah. It's about as good as I can do there with that team. Got Braden coming in hot with the Sims member video, or Sims member membership. Appreciate that. I think next week will be the next Sims member video. If you're on the Discord, shoot me a message with your YouTube name. I'll get you set up on there. You can see all the past member videos. Yeah, if you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, there's the join button by the subscribe button. It'll just put you down for You can either do $2 a month, $5 a month, whatever it is. Good way to support the channel if you're interested in doing that. But appreciate everyone for tuning in. Another great turnout today. It's always a good time. What a fucking beatdown that was. Let's check these scores. I'm talking a lot of shit. I didn't even get the top. Not as bad as I thought they're going to be. Oh well, what can you do? What else? What were you guys asking for? Good try when your team's full of caca, yeah. I don't know. There's probably a few things I could have done differently there to help, but the French cruisers, they require like a full-length game, both in terms of you surviving and the game, to deal just damage over time. The HE pen itself isn't that impressive, at least it doesn't seem like it to me. So you get a lot of fire damages and then some HE damage. But unlike the Russians where you have that IFHE perk on the commander build, you're going to be getting less HE damage itself. Am I streaming tomorrow? No, I'm not going to be able to. Swords burned your Fuso in 5 minutes, yeah. You got to kill those things. Let's do one more for the road. Maybe a little comment. Everyone wants the Scharnhorst. Kind of in the mood for a kamikaze game. Kind of my long-term plans for this line is, I'll take a look at this commander. So I got basically the same build on Hellsinger as Tanaka, but I got this twist and track. But if the higher, or the low tiers, like the Kamikaze, I think maybe adding some range, because the Kamikaze's one kind of drawback on the Torps. The Torps are god tier, but there's not a lot of range. You could switch this over to here. I'm thinking about doing that kind of long-termish. Kamikaze, Isakaze, Mutsuki. Interesting idea. Ten and 1 record in the Scharnhorst. Oh, nice. Yeah, that one I wasn't sure how it would do in ranked. I've seen some good players, or I've seen some good performances in it. The Scharnhorst Gneis, now those ships are the German battleships in general. Like the people that play them a lot and play them well are really dangerous. They're tough to deal with, but if you play them more sporadically, it's tougher to get in the groove for those. I mean, you guys always see that whenever I play a German battleship on the stream. I don't normally do that well. I think I just kind of psych myself out. Alright, what do we got here? So one Mutsuki. A lot of battleships. Engine Buso! Set up on Colorado. It's my Sims build, which I think we looked at earlier. In terms of equipment, I would assume steering gears, aiming systems mod, and target acquisition. Obviously, you gotta have in slot 3, so. If I remember, I'll double check. Oh, you're getting it set up labor. Yeah, just shoot me, find me on there, and then, you know, on the list of participants, send me a personal message, just reminding me, then I'll get it set up. I'll probably look at it tonight when I get back home. Alright, I got a Brittany steaming in full speed ahead here. So we got two. What you want to observe in these situations where we got one destroyer? We only have 2 ships spotted. I pushed far enough forward that we'd probably spot a cruiser at this point too. So now we got to really keep an eye on this capture. I don't want to get stuck with the destroyer. Now the Mutsuki is not a massive threat to me either, but he can spot me, and his ships are much closer to me than mine are to, or he's potentially closer to his support ships. It's also possible that the third guy is kind of spawned over where ours is. You know, they kind of sometimes spawn them on the far east side of the map just to troll them. Oh yeah, he dodges one, and we already got the reload going for the next salvo. Looks like he might be turning out, but we'll shoot in case he's going in a straight line. I mean, what he wants to do is check the lineup. If he sees he's got a pod and a kamikaze, he probably could have spotted the pod by now, so he's probably assuming that there's a kamikaze in the area. Might not want to tango with this. Of course, we got our Atago laden torps in this too, so very fast speed, but they're not going to pop up on the screen quite as early. I was going to say, you going to put that flood out or not? The fuck is spotting me here? Shit, there he is. So he was over here. Little bastard. My issue right now is the Omaha to the north, if you see that on the map there. I'd like to catch this fucking guy. He's probably trying to torp me. He might actually catch me with the torps. I've been kind of sitting still. Now I'm broadside. Oh, a support shot for my team. Excellent. Yeah, we took a lot of damage there. I don't think it was worth it. Oh, shit. Yeah, you can see how fast those Japanese torps are. They're kind of screamers. Yeah, this is a major problem here, though. Because if I get out, I'm going to get spotted by this thing. The Omaha could push into me, sonar me. I'm assuming the Omaha is sonar. Don't know if that for a fact, but if we can get out of here alive, it'd be fairly impressive. Especially with the Iron Duke might be getting mad. I don't know who's swearing on the comms. Maybe he's getting mad at me for not spotting, but there's nothing I can do. I just got to get out of here. And at this point in time, what you also got to remember is we've heavily overloaded the western side of the map, so we're on the weak side. Our main goal right now is just slow down, kind of harass, delay type of stuff. But Mutsuki, who's got more health than me, and Omaha near him, both of those ships by themselves could fuck me up. So there's not a lot I can really do over there. If they want to get C, I guess there's nothing we can really do to stop them. Didn't bother getting the other 2 Halloween guys. Yeah, they'll probably be back next Halloween. And I would assume who the free one's going to be, they'll change. Maybe they'll have a new one to add into the mix. That would definitely not surprise me. But yeah, this guy, I mean, the twist and track, anytime you can get that on there, it's pretty damn good. And then Einstein, I'm still working on building him up. But the American light cruisers, so far we have a few premiums. At some point in time, we'll probably see the full tech tree line. And that's going to require a much different build than your American heavy cruisers. So getting a second viable commander. And Kincaid just doesn't really send a tingle up my leg. So for that, that's kind of why I got the Einstein. We had to buy those ones. Unlike the Azure Lane ones, they gave those to the community contributors, but not the Halloween guys. What the fuck? That's 100% on me right there for being too close. You know, I'm always bitching about people getting close to me. That's 100% why. But Usually I'm mad because if I'm unspotted and they're shooting this guy, then I get hit with some poor dispersion fire. But it was 100% my fault for getting that close to him. I'm just trying to decide, should I try and cap this or not? The Motsuki can stream in and spot me at any time. I don't have the smoke for another 45 seconds. It's unfortunate this guy's going to cap, because it's actually going to take me longer to cap now. Because he'll keep getting reset. Interesting. So my options there, as soon as we saw those torps, was scream over here, try and spot that Mutsuki, but this guy keeps shooting, so he's not going to be able to support me. So it's really not much difference. It's kind of like he's not there in terms of being able to help. Oop. I might end up doing... But you see what happened there? Like, it was at 17 seconds, then it got reset to 25. And it ends up taking longer than a minute. Like, if I was in here by myself capping, it would take a minute. Oh, fuck, we're screwed. But the fact that he's in there getting reset all the time, it's going to take like a minute 10, minute 20, something like that. So we're not even going to bother here. We got to get out.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
Torpid cruisers isn't normally that easy, but low tier players tend to go straight lines a lot. Gotta go, heck? Alright, see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Might catch him, we'll see. It appears as though the destroyer went back to sea to flip that. Got it with one. So if this guy wasn't so low, I'd consider stopping here, smoking and shooting. Even though this is a really poor... It's actually not the destroyer capping, interesting. Even though it's a really poor ship in terms of guns. Trying to keep this guy alive, if he was like half health or higher, would have been a worthy goal. Which way are you going to turn? We're going to assume he's going towards the cap. We'll see. Actually, might have to use the smoke here to disengage. He's coming in really fast. Too much lead. But you can kind of see what we've been doing the entire game is just trying to slow down the push through C into our, into letting them get crossfires into these guys. Usually, if they're outnumbering the enemy by like 5-2 or whatever it was, even the scrubbies of the scrubs will eventually power through that. Fuck. This is the problem right here. I'm obviously leading him like he's going to turn into me and chase me, but maybe not. This guy could be aimed down the scope for all we know. Smoke screen diameter increase, yeah, alright. That was kind of sad, to be honest with you. That's an interesting one. I'm considering trying that out on the British cruisers.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
It's a hard one to measure, though, because, I mean, unless you have side-by-side shots, does that look bigger? I mean, who would know? This little circle right here. Yeah, you got a good point about Kurita there. I'm kind of keeping him dry for whenever we get the Japanese gunboats, which is another line we should expect at some point. I've kind of had him slotted in there since early on, you know. Alright, the responsible play is to get on B and ensure the win. But I'll launch one cell with this guy and then we'll go do that. What's up, Grizzle Designs? Yeah. So now he's actually turning. Let's see what he does. I mean, this guy, he sailed in a straight line for 5 minutes, so Once he picks a path, he'll probably go with it. Let's just try and nuke all in the indicator, see if he doesn't move. I mean, usually when you're launching torps, you'd want to spread them out next to each other so you get a nice spread. But if he goes in a straight line, never turns, then they'll all hit him and he'll die. It's kind of an FU. Yep. Yeah, we got 3 of them. Not too bad. Gotta change your speed and directions. Now he does. He's like, fuck this. Yeah, I mean, Kurita's definitely an option. I mean, Tanaka's kind of designed for torpedo play, which is obviously how you want to be running these ships, but the twist and track is extremely valuable, so it's worth considering Kurita. But again, eventually we're going to have Japanese gunboats, I believe. I mean, they haven't specifically said that, but they kind of hinted that they'll be fleshing out some nations. So that would be Japanese gunboats, American light cruisers, stuff along those lines. And I think Kurita would be a good option there. This guy would also be good. I mean, he can run this as a pretty strong gunboat. I know Dragos has it set up that way. You got Hyde 14 too. Nice, yeah. You guys are probably like, why isn't he chasing this dude? I mean, the game is over right now. I guess we could chase him. But ships that are sailing away from you as a destroyer, those are the hard ones to torp because torps have to travel farther to hit them. You know, if a ship's sitting still, it has to go X kilometers. If it's going away from you, it has to go X plus the travel speed of that ship. If it's coming towards you, it has to go X minus that. So shooting, torping, much easier. If they're coming towards you, much harder if they're going away from you. Yeah, in the PC version, the Japanese have gunboats. What's the best way to get promotion orders? I mean, you can earn them. Campaigns, weekly premium supplies if you got premium ships. Or just your weekly Sunday missions. Every Sunday they come up with new missions. That's where you get most of your promotion orders. Let's see if Straight Line Joe wants to... So we got 20 seconds to target. We got 40 seconds on the game. So if he doesn't change course, we'll hit him. Kill him. If he changes course, he'll live. But yeah, the weekly Sunday missions, that's where you're going to get your commander crate for free and your promotion orders, the bulk of them. And then campaigns, even if you run them for free, you don't get the Admiralty backing or whatever it's called, then you still get some promotion orders from there.
I owe you one.
Alrighty, well, not a bad little commie game there. Anyway, I gotta get rolling. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Once again, an amazing turnout. A lot of fun streaming for all you guys. Hope you had as much fun as I did. Personal mission. Oh, we got the patch already. Yeah, productive. We must have won a lot of games today. Let's check it out. Let's see what it boiled down to. Come on. Come on. There we go. 3 and 1, 4, 4 and 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 3, 9 and 4, 9 and 3 today. Not bad. The Martel, I'm not gonna take credit for that loss. I'm sorry. You guys can blame me if you want. Bismarck, I'll for sure take credit for that one. I fucking sucked that game. And Grafspee, same deal. I gotta work on my German ships, I guess. Kind of my least played nation. And you guys always want the oddball ones that can't hit shit. Yeah, the Hall of Fame. I'll have to check it out. Where is it on the Discord? What section? Yeah, everyone, if you want to get that free patch we just got, go to the store here, Admiralty backing. It'll be all the way on the left or on the right. It's a free thing. All you gotta get is like 9 or 10 wins. I can't remember what it was. Probably 9. And then you get a bonus commemorative patch. Love the videos. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate that. See you, Stylo. Thanks for hanging out. If you're in the Imperials, yes. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's like, in the Admiralty thing we were just looking at, if you get these little gold coins, you can... I've already cashed them out, so they're not here, but you get promotion orders, insignias in here. Those are usually what I would recommend getting first, because they're kind of the rarest. But yeah, if you came late to the stream, want to see it, the video takes about an hour to process after we stop streaming, then it's kind of fully in there, fully accessible, so you'll be able to watch back any parts that you want to see. And let's see, next weekend, I know I'm going to be tied up, so I don't know if I'll be able to stream next weekend. Maybe I'll try and stream during the week sometime. I got to look at my schedule. I'll look into it. I'll keep you guys posted. Right at the bottom. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see y'all later. All right. Have a good weekend. Peace.